Hey, welcome to the second course. We are looking at the song Do You Wanna Do Nothing With Me by Lawrence from their 2016 album Breakfast. So this is where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and the meaning behind the music. If you don't know already, I'm musically malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. Let's hop over and take a look at what Genius.com has to say about this track. A love song for the homebodies. Do You Want to Do Nothing With Me is Lawrence at their most playful, soulful, and refreshingly honest. This charming track, led by Clyde Lawrence's smooth vocals and complemented by Gracie Lawrence's warm harmonies, flips the traditional romantic script. Instead of chasing grand gestures or over-the-top adventures, the song finds magic in the mundane, sharing pad thai in sweatpants, watching HBO, and simply being together. We'll continue on in a moment. That does remind me, I've been married at time of filming this for over 17 years, getting closer to 18. And, when we first got married, number one, it's the people that you can hang out on the phone with for hours, and you almost never run out of things to talk about. But even then, you just want to be on the phone together because you wish you were in person together. That's one of the signs that you may have found the one. The other is you just enjoy being together. And so when we first got married, before we had children and we had this 1-bedroom apartment, we had a Chinese place across the street, man, we used to love getting sesame chicken and just going and hanging out, which is funny because we actually had cable in our first apartment. We weren't paying for it. And we let them know, we're like, hey, we have full cable and we couldn't afford it. We didn't have Wi-Fi or anything like that. And we let them know and they're like, oh, it should shut off in, a week or so. It never shut off. And so we enjoyed that first year of marriage, free cable, sesame chicken. We had a Sonic's across the street too, so we used to hop over there and get limeades from Sonic. But yeah, man, when you're in love and you love somebody, it is fun to just do nothing together. Sometimes you got to do something together. Sometimes you got to take her out, okay? Don't hear. I haven't survived this long just because of sesame chicken and limeades and free cable. Blending elements of retro soul, pop, and jazz funk, the track leans into Lawrence's signature style. Rich horns, catchy melodies, and clever, self-aware lyricism. It's both lighthearted and intimate, speaking to the kind of connection that doesn't need flashy dates to feel deep. There's humor in its premise, asking someone to commit not to adventure, but to nothingness. But the sincerity shines through. It's a celebration of comfort, ease, and companionship in its purest form. The other side of the humor in it is, like I mentioned in the React, you think it's about to go down this sensual place, especially with the horns and the smooth. You're like, oh, he's about to be like, don't you want to get dirty with me? Ooh. He doesn't. No, he's like, do you want to do nothing with me? Like, let's put on the sweatpants. That was the other really funny thing about the song. Get dirty with me and like we spilt our pad thai. Do You Want to Do Nothing With Me perfectly captures the millennial Gen Z dream date. No pressure, no pretense, just two people vibing in cozy clothes with takeout and quality time. That's the key though. Quality time, dude. For a band that's made a name blending old school soul with modern wit, this track is a quintessential Lawrence love anthem. Sweet. Okay, nothing more to say there on it. Do they have a music video? Sweet. All right. Well, we'll work to get that up on the Patreon. We're still diving through. So we found out about Lawrence as we were going through John Bellion's musical catalog, and we've now officially gone through all of John Bellion's music. So you can find it on the channel, deep dives just like this. But we had a vote on Patreon on who to start next in the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time slot on the channel. And Lawrence is the one that won. So we'll continue pushing out John Bellion behind the scenes content because he's just got so much. But we'll also start interspersing some Lawrence stuff in there as well. So let's take a look at it line by line. We're all looking for someone, that perfect girl, who can take our hand and help us see the world. But I'm a little unusual because you see, I seek a different type of thrill from my romantic fantasy. And that's, again, the subversion there is using those words, a romantic fantasy. And I must say, I'm looking your way because you seem to like me, baby. And you give me all the signs. There's just one activity on my mind. Do you want to do nothing with me? Do you want to do something with me tonight? I'll put on my finest sweatpants and I'll order you pad thai. So it's fun too because it talks about doing nothing, but then obviously like in doing nothing, you're still doing something. So it's like you want to do nothing with me, but that nothing is something. And what that something is ordering pad thai. We'll be living our dream as our love grows. What an intimate occasion, you, me, and HBO. Well, depending on the show, HBO can be a bit of an intimate occasion. That's funny. I'm trying to think too, because obviously they're pointing out millennials and Gen Z. I'm a millennial because I was born in 1988. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess with my wife, like when we started dating, I mean, we met each other at church. And so we did a lot of stuff together through that. We got to, go overseas together on a mission trip. We got to travel different places to like put on school assemblies. And but then, yeah, I mean, I guess I used to go hang out with her at her parents' house. Every day I would like get done with school or whatever, I would try to cut out and go hang out with them, have dinner with them, watch movies. So we did a lot of nothing and, learned one another and learned each other's families and enjoyed spending time together. So I don't know. Let me know, if let's just say, and it's so hard to put yourself in that mindset, right? Like if you're not, for me to go back to that place or be like, what would I have done differently? But I'd be curious, if you're single and you want to get to know somebody, spend time with them, obviously, probably on a first date, first time meeting, you're not going to invite them into your home, hopefully, without meeting them. And so, but yeah, I don't know. Does that still work? Is that what people want to do? I guess if you have an established friendship, it is just fun to hang out and do that. But, do you also want to go out somewhere? Because the movies was never like a great date, at least for my wife and I. We enjoy going to see a movie every now and then now, but generally like we'd rather go have dinner and then, maybe go grab some coffee or walk around Target or something together, because it's just that opportunity. With a movie, you're kind of focused on something else, unless you have other intentions in the movie. But honorable, upstanding gentlemen, you're there to watch a movie and spend time together, but you really have like 2 hours absorbed in just the screen. And so we'd rather do something where like you're sitting across from one another, learning about each other, or getting to... The good thing about walking around a store is it also kind of gives you things to talk about too. If you need help with conversation, and I don't know, there's a lot of playful moments that can exist walking around Target. I still like walking around Walmart. My wife is not a huge Walmart fan. Till morning light, so wrong yet so right. It's just funny, dude. They keep playing on this whole romantic thing. So wrong yet so right. So you say you want it, darling, because I want it too. And there's just one thing that I want to do. This is getting a little spicy here, Clyde. You want to do nothing with me? Let's talk it through in case you're confused, because I know I can seem lazy from these things I like to do, but they're only worth it when I'm with you. So it is interesting because, right, you don't want somebody who's just a bum. But he's like, I know I can seem lazy by this, but really, maybe he doesn't do a lot of nothing except with her. And that's kind of, even in marriage, like we do so much. We're both, working and involved in that. And then obviously you're working together with your kids. And it is nice to just like not. Because you have goals, you have ambitions, you have things you're working on, things you're working toward, things you're doing to keep your relationship healthy. But then it's like, it's so wonderful, and every couple's different, but it's wonderful to just sit around, be in the same room together, but doing nothing. Ooh, these are deep. Na 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 na. I believe that this is a secret hidden dialect. I'm just kidding. Well, listen, I am really enjoying this. I can only imagine where they're going to go. I mean, just such incredible talent and a great sound on the album as well. The production value is really high. So I'm looking forward to exploring more Lawrence. Let me know your thoughts on the song or anything else that we talked about. And I hope to see you in the next one because we're eating good.